out. Says m is greater than 0, so that's going to be out. Okay, if one's out, the other one needs to be out. Okay, look at number 3. We're going to flip it. Flip it and make it a negative. Okay, how do I solve for n? Multiply by 8. Okay, so you're going to times all these pieces by 8. Okay, so you're going to get n, you're going to get 16 and negative 16. Are those going to be open or closed? Closed. Okay, now it goes by 5, so 5, 10, 15. So just put it somewhere past the 15. Okay, it doesn't got to be perfect. Okay, are those going to be pointed in or out?
Out.
Out. Okay, it says n is bigger than or greater than or equal to 16. So it's going to be going this way. Okay, so the other one is going to be going that way as well. Okay, 5. I'm going to write down here. I got 8 minus 8n. Okay, we're going to flip it and change it. Okay, because, again, there's nothing outside of those bars. Okay, if there is, then the rules change. Okay, what needs to move first? Minus 8. Okay, so I'm going to say minus 8, minus 8, minus 8 on all the pieces. So I got negative 8n, it's going to be 0, and negative 16. Okay, and then what? Divide by negative 8. What happens when we divide by a negative? We got to flip our signs. So that one's going to be that way, and this one's going to be this way. Okay, should those be open or closed?
Open.
Open. Going which way? In or out? In, for sure. Okay, this says n is greater than 0, which means it's going to be going this way. Okay? 16 divided by 8.
Oh, this is 16. Okay.
Probably needs to wear glasses.
It looks like a G.
Well, okay. Take them my handwriting. Okay, 7. Okay, I'm going to write my equation down. Okay, because there's nothing on the outside of the bars, we're going to flip it and change it to a negative. What needs moved first? Minus 8 from all the pieces. So I got 9a is less than 0 and negative 16. Okay, and then what? Divide by 9. Do we need to flip? Okay, what is negative 16 divided by 9? Where you're going to definitely need a calculator today. Negative 16 divided by 9.
16 over 9.
Huh?
16 over 9.
Is that what your calculator says?
Yeah.
Okay, so the calculator says negative 16 over 9. Now, on your calculator, I want you to find the button that says SD. Okay, that means standard to decimal, because we need to know, you can't graph 16 over 9.
7 over 9.
It doesn't matter, we both do it. Thanks. Okay, what does that say, SD, what is it?
Negative 1.7 repeated.
Okay, so 1.7, so now you know about where to put it, because you don't know where 16 over 9 is on a graph unless you have the decimal. So 1.7 goes between what two numbers? 1 and 2, okay? So we got a solid dot on 0, and then I got a negative 1.7, so that's going to be somewhere here as well. Okay, are those going to be pointed in or out? In, okay, this says A is less than 0, so that's going to be pointed in. Okay, we're going to do 11 first, and then we'll go back up to 9. Okay, so go to 11. Don't write it on 9. Go to 11. Okay, so 11, there's stuff on the outside of the bars. What is it? Negative 8. Before you are allowed to flip it and make it a negative, the bars have to be by themselves, like number 7. Okay, and all the ones that you've done so far. Okay, so your first thing that you need to do, and I'm going to write my stuff down here. The first thing you need to, how do we move that minus 8? We're going to add 8. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to do is get everything away from the bars before you are allowed to flip and make it a negative. Okay, now, are the bars all by themselves? Yes, so now we are allowed to flip it, just like you have been doing, and make it a negative. And now we continue to solve for P. How do I solve for P? Not plus. Minus 6 from all these pieces. So I'm going to get negative 4 and negative 8. Okay.
Can I borrow your key real quick?
Yeah.
You
Has your car key too?
No, they
Oh.
Well, my car's in the shop, so I got my parents' car. So it's
Oh.
I think
Okay.
I opened the door and I locked it this morning on the way out.
You're fine. Okay, so those are going to be closed. Is that going to be pointed in or out? P is greater than negative 4. Which way is greater? Yeah. Aiden, I told you multiple times. There's always one. What'd you do, Aiden? He wrote it on number 9. Always one in every crowd.
Yes.
We are, but I just wanted to do 11 first because it made more sense.
I thought it was more sense.
Because you guys can clearly see that there's a minus 8 on the outside. But you don't know what to do for the 9. Okay, so go to number 9. Look at number 9. Is there stuff on the outside of the bars? Yeah, what is it? Negative 3. Okay, so do you see how the negative 3 is like, it's not touching, but it is right next to the bars? That means times. Okay, so that's really 3 times whatever's inside the bar. So to move it, what's the opposite of times? Divide. Okay, so our first step is going to be to divide by negative 3. Okay, well, again, what happens when we divide by a negative? We need to flip our sign. Okay, what is negative 72 divided by negative 3? I have no idea.
24.
24? Okay. Okay. So, now, are the bars all by themselves? Yeah, so now we can flip the sign from here, whatever it is, okay, and make it a negative. And this one sucks because there's a lot of flipping. Okay, now that the bars are by themselves, we're going to divide by negative 8. Again, what happens when you divide by a negative? You need to flip the sign, okay? So it's going to be this way, negative 3, and then this way, and a positive 3. Okay, so there's a lot of flipping going on in that problem. All right? They're not all going to be like that, so that's okay, but... Okay, are those going to be open or closed?
Closed.
Closed, for sure. Okay, pointed in or out? Okay, I got P is less than negative 3.
Left.
Okay, so those are going to be out. Okay, does that look like an and or an or? Yeah, that's definitely an or, okay? Ors go out, ands go in. Can I scroll?
Yeah.
Okay, look at 13. Is there stuff on the outside of the bars? No, so we can go ahead and flip it, make it a negative. Okay, so you need to start checking. Okay? So I'm going to flip it, make it a negative. Okay, how do I solve for x? Minus 9 from all these pieces. Okay, so I'm going to get negative 8 and negative 10. Okay, are they going to be open or closed? Closed. Pointed in or out?
Out.
X is greater than negative 8. Yep, so they're going to be out. Okay, 15. Is there stuff outside the bars?
Yeah.
So then we need to move that first. So your first thing you need to do is what? Plus 5. Okay, so I'm going to get that x plus 7, and then I'm going to get 1. Okay, now, are our bars all by themselves?
Yeah.
Yes, so now we can flip it and make it a negative. Okay, and then I could say minus 7 on all these pieces. I'm going to get negative 6 and negative 8. Are those going to be open or closed? Closed, so 4, 2, 4, 6.
Where's the 11th? Isn't there supposed to be an 11?
Yeah, why is there one?
What are you talking about?
It's a positive 6 and a positive 5.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, now you're really.
Listen, teachers make mistakes too. So that's going to be 4 and negative 18. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to got closed on 18 and closed on 4. Pointed in or out? In. Is that an and or an or? It's an and. Okay, 17. Is the bars all by themselves? Yes, so we can flip it and make it a negative. Okay, and then what needs done? Times 4. Okay, so I'm going to get B, 16, and negative 16. Should those be open or closed? Closed. Okay, and again, these go by 5, so just kind of pick a spot between 15 and 20. Are those going to be pointed in or out? V is greater than the 16, so yes, out. Okay, the back page, 1 through 18, you are required to do, okay? 1 through 18, you are required to do. The back page, 19 through 24, please write on it extra credit, or if you are not going to do it, cross it out.